Hello, everyone. As many of you are already aware, the Union victory in the Civil War may have given about 4 million slaves their freedom, but African Americans then faced a new onslaught of obstacles and injustices during the Reconstruction era. When the South realized that they would no longer have a free labor source to run their plantations, they were concerned that they would lose money, and they also were afraid that they would lose their place in society when blacks were integrated into their culture. So, they enacted a series of restrictive laws known as the Black Codes, which were designed to restrict freed blacks' activity and ensure their availability as a labor force now that slavery had been abolished. For instance, many states required blacks to sign yearly labor contracts, and if they refused to do so, they risked being arrested as vagrants and fined or forced into unpaid labor. They were also unable to witness or testify in courts against whites, and they were not able to own property within the limits of a town. These restrictions made it very difficult for blacks to develop their place in society very quickly at all. They struggled with racism and violence, and if this had never happened, do you think that segregation would ever have happened? This was the beginning stepping stone to the segregation and to the restrictions on blacks. So, my question to you is, how could this have been prevented? Who in charge of legislation enacted this? And how could you persuade them to do otherwise? Could you host rallies? Could you speak to the people in charge and persuade them or bribe them? You have to come up with a plan with your group to try to prevent this from ever happening. And if you are successful in preventing it from happening, what do you think are three benefits that we would have today in society? Do you think segregation never would have happened? Do you think that there would be less racism? It's up to you and your group to decide, but I need you to come up with 3 reasons and give me research and evidence to support your hypotheses. Good luck.